Welcome to Crystal Clearings. I'm Stephanie Michelle. Attachment energy is something I talk about on this channel a little bit, but it should be something I talk about more because it is really the essence of what we are dealing with as human beings. And understanding this is very empowering because we are just little tuning forks, except for we're made of water instead of metal. And we resonate with the environment around. We resonate with the people, the things that we interact with, the environments that we're in. Everything has a frequency and we resonate with it sympathetically because we are made of water. And our frequency is not just one frequency, because I think I say frequency a lot on this channel, but what you are is a mixture of many frequencies, and it's a unique combination of frequencies that make you what you are. It's like your own telephone number, your own social security number, or whatever it may be. Everything has its own unique set of frequencies, right? And it's the way that we sympathetically vibrate with frequencies that make us susceptible to negative things happening in life or good things happening in life. It's what we choose to resonate with, because we're not helpless out here. We have the ability to control our brain waves, our heart rhythms, and we have the ability to channel and control the energy that flows through our body through our brain. Just like every other function of your body, you control where your energy flows, where healing goes, and all of those things are controlled by you, by your mind. But you don't know that because they don't want you to know that. They don't want to tell you that. Frequency is the key, and learning how to control that frequency is going to be the thing that helps you master life in general, in all ways. And as sympathetic beings, like I said, we're resonating, and if we're not aware of what it is that we're resonating with, then all of a sudden we have frequencies that are attaching in our electromagnetic field, affecting. You can call it attachments, but I feel like it's just like a sound coming in and going boom, and it affects you. You can feel it, you can hear it, right? It's just like that. But when this frequency, we become resonant with it, we become like that frequency. And it's really wild to watch people, and because a lot of times people feel like justified in their behaviors or in their actions and things, but I really think a lot of action that hasn't been thought out, reaction, may have a lot to do with attachment energy, and the thoughts and the things that we allow ourselves to be taken into are also energies that could potentially be that attachment energy, if that makes sense to you guys, because I'm trying to squish two concepts together that aren't necessarily the same thing. But the attachment energy is simply a frequency, but people are looking at it like, oh, there's a ghost and it's hooked itself into my energy and it's like affecting me. Well, you can look at it that way, and that is a way to look at it, but I think that it's more of a frequency, like a sound, but you may not hear it, that's affecting you and the way that you're feeling and the way that you're reacting and responding to things. And when I see people that are helplessly and hopelessly riddled in frequency that is low, heavy, yucky stuff, I know that it is because one thing created some sort of a susceptibility, and then the other things came in and started creating more susceptibilities and piling on. So understanding and recognizing when you're not in a good frequency, knowing how to change it is vital, because the more you stay into that frequency, the more you feed in that frequency, the more of that negative frequency, or whatever you want to call it, low frequency, dissonant, uncomfortable energy is going to come your way. And problems, people that are of low frequency, things that happen in our lives that are dissonant, not comfortable, displeasing, they make you unhappy, those things are unavoidable. But our response to those things is where we have our control. And so it's almost like when some of these people, like people that are of a lower frequency, they may do things to you, like come out and just strike at you to warrant some sort of a response from you, to try and get you to become susceptible to that frequency. All you have to do is turn your back to it. All you have to do is say, I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to weave in with that energy and let it become a part of my being. I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm just going to draw the line and say that stays outside of my energy field. You have the power to do that. But if you allow that, if you say, oh, this person's doing something to me and I react in some way, then I am going right in and resonating, boom, with that energy. I've changed the frequency of myself while I decide to, take myself into that lower frequency interaction, if you will. And so you have the power to say, I'm going to rise above that. I'm better than that. I don't need that. I can't take that. That dissonant energy is not healthy. So do what you can to avoid it. And we're human. So nobody's going to be running around being like, hey, I'm perfectly peaceful all the time. Because that person would get punched in the face a lot, probably. The truth is, we all have problems. We all have negativity that we have to face in our life. And so it's really just a matter of understanding that these things come and go, for one thing. And two, understanding that we have the power to choose how we resonate with that energy in whatever way, shape, or form. And it is empowering to say, nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to protect my own energy. Keep your energy clear of that stuff, right? So don't allow these things to draw you in, because that is where the susceptibility is created. And then they want to pile on, boom, 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 more and more and more and more problems. So the number one answer is to not become susceptible in the first place. So start now, start today. Even if you're susceptible to something else, you don't have to be susceptible to the things that are coming in the future. And as you learn how to control this energy and to control your own frequency, even the things of the past or things that you haven't been able to get resolved start to find their way to resolution. So I hope this video helps you. Be sure and hit the red subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. I wish you all the very best. Take care.